Hi, this is Amy. Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Tonight I'm just going to show you how I did a champagne glass similar to this one. This one I actually used a scruffy brush and pounced it on and then put the silver base and then some silver polka dots around the bottom. Fun glass to paint, easy to paint, would be fun for like New Year's Eve, any kind of a special occasion like that. But tonight, the one I'm going to paint, I'm going to actually use the Martha Stewart pouncer and see how the paint goes on with using this type of a pouncer instead of the scruffy brush. Now, keep in mind this is the first time I've done it. I'm using the silver sparkle paint with Folk Art enamels and then their silver, I think it's called sterling metallic paint for the base. And I'm going to go ahead, like I said, start off with the pouncer and apply the glitter paint and see how it goes on. And this is just kind of an experiment for me too. See if I like it better than I do the pouncer, or the scruffy brush, sorry. So I'm just going to move around the glass. And again, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm not really big into having to mark stuff or tape things off. If you feel the need to do that and you want a more specific, solid, line, where it's measured and even all the way around, then you can use tape. There is actual tape that's made for glass painting. I believe it might be a Martha Stewart product. I've not actually used it. If you have painter's tape, you can try to use that. The problem being is that when you're doing a round surface, it can be a little difficult to get the paint to be straight. I have seen some videos where they just tell you to put a rubber band around it and do it like that. Actually, I think I really like the way the pouncer's working on the glass. Much better than the scruffy brush, to be honest with you. And again, this is Folk Art enamels that I'm using. I know a lot of times people will ask me what type of paint. I mean, you can mix it up. If you have stickers or anything like that, you can actually place those on the glass, stamp around it or pounce around it, and then remove the stickers and have that space showing blank. Done glassware that way too. I'm pretty impressed with the pouncers. I've been using them on a few different designs and I really think I like them. And like I said, I always leave a space. Yep, just got that on there. Leave a space from the top just for people's lips and all. The paint is non-toxic, but you still want to give people a space to actually be able to drink without coming into contact with the paint. Now, if you don't like the look, like I said, of just this being sporadic and not even around the top, you can also go around it, maybe make a design of some sort or polka dot it to give it a more finished look. For the purpose of this video, though, I'm just going to leave it as such. You can pounce it on lighter or darker depending on how you want it to look. But I actually really like this look. Definitely as a more solid look than what this is. And of course they look differently because one has actually dried. Now, for the an I like to use are the Glass Art by Dynasty paintbrushes. This one's an eighth of an inch, more of a flat brush look. These brushes are amazing when it comes to putting on a solid look on your base, or on, like, if you're base painting a solid color. I really like the one-stroke brushes if you're doing multiple colors, one or two. Now with this type of technique, you can go around it, just try to get it on as thick as you can, And just keep working on it until you get it to look the way you want it to look. If you want to put on a coat, come back and add further coats to it. You know, you can do that way if you want to let it dry in between. I'm just going to go around it here and just keep putting it on. And then, excuse my painted fingers because I just stuck my finger or the bottom of the glass in paint. And then got it on my fingers. Alright, I'm trying to keep it in your viewing level here. Hopefully. These are great gifts too, you know, with the upcoming holidays. Sorry I'm mentioning that. With the upcoming holidays, you know, you may want to, wait, what can I give somebody? Why not paint them a nice set of wine or champagne glasses and give them a bottle of wine or champagne, whatever you decide to paint. Or margarita glasses or whatever. Come up with some creative ideas. I always try to do something for everybody that comes over at my house on Christmas Eve. And that can be expensive. So if you can hand make something, I think people enjoy that. Alright, sorry about that. I had to pause for a minute. My husband decided to start running the vacuum sweeper while I'm trying to paint the glass. Alright, so I'm just, you know, easily just coming down. Then I like to go back up a little bit and just kind of try to smooth it in, make it kind of go together. You know, so it's not piled up, paint's not piled up at one end or trying to make it look more opaque. I really like things to be opaque looking as much as possible. Not sure why, but like I said, I just love these brushes. If you were to do this with just a regular paintbrush, I can guarantee you it wouldn't work as nicely. Or you'd have to do more coats or something with drying time in between. Just a little bit of time that I took to go around the top or around it, just applying the paint was enough time to really allow me to be able to go back in and do what I wanted to do around it. And like I said, if you want to put more paint on here, if you wanted it to be more opaque, just let it dry, maybe an hour or so, come back in and repeat. But I think you'll find with this brush or these brushes that it won't be necessary. Like I said, just keep going around it. Make sure you get it the way you want it to look. And I think right now I'm pretty much getting to the happy point. Alright. So I'm hoping I'm inspiring you a little bit at least to maybe have some friends over to do some glass painting. And then just to kind of finish off the bottom, I'm just going to go around and just put some polka dots. And a cool thing too would be to maybe go around it with a different color or have contrasting colors. I do these kind of glasses in the gold, metallic gold paint also. Very pretty. Very pretty. And there you go. Nice little glass. I think the glass itself is probably maybe under $2. And the paint you can probably get between $2.60 a 2-ounce container. Pretty cheap gift, but a nice gift, don't you think? And just remember, just allow this to dry for at least an hour before you bake it. Put it in a cool oven, then preheat. I always add my preheat time to my bake time, so depending on what your oven takes, however long it takes to preheat, that varies from, you know, between each oven. Mine takes about 20 minutes, so I always add that on to my 30 minutes, and then allow it to cool before you pull out the glasses. Make sure you clean them, either wash them or clean them off with denatured rubbing alcohol to get all the dirt and grime off of them before you actually apply the paint. That will help it adhere to your glassware better. And enjoy. Like I said, if you decide to try these, I would love to see what you create, or if you create something different that you want to share, I'd love to see it. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a good evening.